Wrapping corners is a simple step you may need to perform. Just position your fabric over the corner, make one cut like this, and do a test wrap for fit. When you like what you see, coat the edges with ElastoLock. Embed the fabric. And flatten it down with your scraper. Look for protruding bits like this and be sure to smooth them out. When complete, apply the usual generous top coat and let it dry. The inside corners of your steps, where the risers and treads join, are a constant point of movement and need to be isolated like any other seam. So once again, application of Daich coatings, ElastoLock, and fabric are required. As before, embed the fabric into the wet base coat and then flatten it with your scraper. For a clean, refined appearance, take care to push your fabric right into the corner as you move along. With that done, top coat the embedded fabric as usual. This very same method is also commonly used for treating right angles between your porch or deck floor and adjoining verticals like walls or posts. When this is complete, your deck or porch will have steps that function as a one-piece, seamless structure. Up to this point, you've isolated and waterproofed all seams, edges, and steps with the ElastoLock rubber membrane system. Once again, we will employ the techniques you've already learned, except that now you will be embedding the entire 40-inch width of fabric into the wet rubber base coat. So, as before, having generously coated your plywood, you will again embed and flatten the fabric into the wet material and generously top coat. Remember to cut in your edges thoroughly to form a watertight seal. And follow with your next application of base coat. Remember to apply about 1/16 of an inch or 60 wet mils of wet material as your base coat to ensure complete saturation of the fabric. This will also effectively fill knot holes and other imperfections as you go. With the section base coated, pull the roll toward you with a steamroller-like action. Maintain light tension in the fabric as you go to ensure that it rolls out flat and wrinkle-free. Now let's look at the process of starting the next adjoining row on the deck surface. The first step is to position the reinforcing fabric. That means wrapping the material right over the edge of the deck and down the vertical face to your desired length. You also need to correctly position the roll. It should unravel in a straight line, in relation to previously applied rows. Go with an overlap of at least 1/2 inch or more for reliable seamless coverage. When you're satisfied with your roll positioning, you are ready to get started. Generously apply a base coat to lock down the loose end of your roll, and then embed and flatten. And top coat generously as usual with a brush or roller. Where overlaps occur, a slight seam may be visible. If you wish to conceal it, you can apply a bit more ElastoLock or decorative finish over top to mask it. Repeat the process until the deck or porch surface is complete. As a final note on treating your horizontal deck or porch surface, to block possible moisture penetration from below, rolling on 1 or 2 thin coats of ElastoLock on the underside is also recommended if you are able to access it. Installing the ElastoLock system to your deck or porch is a simple process that will quickly cover your deck surface. To make the process even easier, find a helper. Having one person doing the rolling while the other embeds the mesh and flattens will speed up the job significantly. Covering the average sized deck or porch will be a fast process. Now simply stay off the treated surface for 24 hours to let it cure. If you are unable to install an opaque decorative top finish over your ElastoLock membrane after it has cured, cover it with a clean tarp to shield it from the sun until you are ready to proceed. And there you have it, a deck that's completely protected by Daich Coatings ElastoLock, which has now also been top coated with Daich Coatings Spreadstone. All you need to do now is enjoy.